In this lecture, we're going to focus on taking notes. OneNote offers the ability to take notes in a wide variety of ways, and some of the ways that we're going to focus on in this lecture are typing your notes, handwriting your notes, recording audio or video notes, taking link notes, and inserting notes from the web. Let's start with typing notes, which is one of the most obvious ways to take notes within OneNote. Let's go to our notebook. We'll navigate to the page that we're going to type our notes, and then all you need to do is start typing. You'll notice as you're typing, it puts a box around your notes. This is called a note container, and every time you type notes, they'll be placed within a container. So when I come back, if I needed to add more notes, I could do that. And you can see that the container increases in size as I'm typing. You can also create additional containers within a page. So if I wanted another section with notes, I could come over here and start typing. So you can have one container within the page or multiple containers. It's up to you how you want to organize your notes within the page. Once you typed your notes, there's a large assortment of options available to you, whether it's formatting, bullets and numbering, and so forth. And we're going to go over those in later lectures. Right now, I just want to focus on getting the information inputted. So the next type we're going to look at is writing your notes. You can handwrite your notes if you have a touch screen. So let's go ahead and navigate to our writing page. From here, we'll go up to the Draw tab, and we can choose our tool. We can choose the color, the thickness of it. So we'll do green. And once we do that, you can see that the cursor on the mouse has changed. That lets you know that you're in the writing mode. So I can come in and write the note. Now, if you've forgotten your pen, you also have the ability to draw with touch. You can use your finger by clicking here. Now I've got my finger available to take notes. And if you're really handy, you can use your mouse. Pick a different color. So you've got multiple options available. So even if you don't have a touch screen, if you're great at writing with the mouse, you can use that as well. We'll switch it back over to type. Another great option available to you is recording the audio or video. So if you're in a conference or you're in a lecture hall and there's a lot of information being thrown at you at once, instead of trying to type it all down or write it all out, you can record the session and then pull your information out of that later. To do our recordings, we need to go to the Insert tab. So let's click on Insert. It's in the Recording group. So before we start it, let's go ahead and navigate to the Recording Notes page. It's just a blank page I set up to put my recording on. So from here, I'll go back to the Recording group and click Record Audio because I want to record the audio that's going on right now. Once I click it, it's going to open up the Recording Audio Contextual tab, and you'll see that it started recording it. If you look at the page, it shows you recording notes. This is where the audio is going to be, and it tells you when it started it. And here, I can start typing additional notes that go with the recording, and they'll stay with the recording. If there's a break in the lecture or conference, all I need to do is click pause, and it'll pause the recording. Clicking pause a second time will start your recording back up so it can continue on now that the meeting started back up. Once you're done, click the stop button and it will actually stop the recording. From here, if I come back up to the playback group, I can click play to play the recording back. You'll also have additional features available: rewind 10 minutes, rewind 10 seconds, fast forward 10 seconds, or fast forward 10 minutes. So if you've got a long recording and you want to jump to different areas within it, those buttons are great for doing that. So let's go ahead and do an example of recording a video. Now, because I'm in the Playback Contextual tab, I could come up here to the Recording group and click Record Video, but I want to show you the steps from the beginning. So we're going to click back on the Insert tab, come back over to the Recording group, and click Record Video from here. Once I click Record Video, it's going to start recording it, and the steps are similar to the videos before. I can click pause to pause it, pause again to start it back up, and click stop when it's done. Now if I want to play it, going on right now, I've got my audio and video showing. Close it. I also get a mini toolbar here that I can use to see it and close it out and so forth. And just like with my audio recording, I can take notes while the video recording is going on. Using linked notes allows you to dock OneNote to a side of your screen so you can work within other applications on the other side. So it's kind of like splitting your screen, having the app open on one side and OneNote on the other side so you can take notes and create your links. This gives you the ability to automatically link your notes to what you're working on. Linked Notes works with Internet Explorer, Word 2016, PowerPoint 2016, and other OneNote 2016 pages. So it's great no matter where you're doing your research, you can link that information specifically back to notes within OneNote. I want to start by showing you how it works with Internet Explorer. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Internet Explorer. Got this great page, 5 fun facts about Tetris. This is what I want to link back to my note. So I need to go to the command bar. Now it's not showing my linked notes information here, so I'm going to click on my double arrow and I'm going to go to OneNote Linked Notes. Once I click on that, it splits the screen in two, giving me my linked notes on the right side, and I've got my Internet Explorer on the left side. Now the first thing I need to do is tell it where I want to put this page. So it's going to open up the Select Location in OneNote dialog box. From here, I'm going to navigate to the page where I want to put it. So I'm going to scroll down to my another notebook. And this one I have in Project 2, so I'm going to click on that to expand it out. There's my Linked Notes Internet Explorer page. That's where I'm going to put it. It's just a blank page I had created. Say OK. I'm on the page that I had created. I'm going to click in my box and I'm going to start typing my note for this page. Now you'll notice when I typed, it gave me the Internet Explorer icon, and when I hover over it, it gives me the page that I had selected. This is the link that it's created to this page. Now if I come down farther, I'm going to type another note for another location. Click on a different location. So I'll click on this one, type my note. And you can see it created the link for that page as well. So now if I close out of everything, close out of Internet Explorer, come down to my other notebook. There's my 2 notes that I took. If I click on the thumbnail, it's going to open up the link. There we go. I click on the other one, and it opens up the other link. So it's great for when you're doing research on the web and you want to take notes and you want to link back to the page it was on. You can do the same thing for Word. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Word, and I'll open up a document. Now what I need to do is I need to open up my link. So for Word and PowerPoint, the link is under the Review tab. So I'm going to click on the Review tab. You've got your OneNote group, Linked Notes. So when you click on that, it's going to split the screen, again, just like it did when we were in the Internet Explorer. You've got the page on the right side, and you've got your Word document open on the left side. Now again, it's going to open up the Select Location in OneNote, so you can choose where you want to put this page. So I'm going to come down to my Project 2 again, and I created another blank page called Word, and that's where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to click within my document. This is exactly where I want my link to be. Let's come down, and scroll to anywhere within your document and create your link. Now before we close this out, I want to show you your options. So if we go to the top right, you've got a link button with an arrow. If we click on this, it's going to take us out, and we've got the option to go to our linked file, delete the links on the page. We can stop taking linked notes, and we can also open up the linked notes options within OneNote options. I've made the notes I need, so I'm going to close out of everything, close out of my document. And let's go back to OneNote. In order to see how it worked with Word, we're going to navigate to the Word page that we had created. So we'll click Word. There's our 2 links. And again, you see it put the thumbnail, and it gives us information about it when we're highlighting it. So let's go ahead and click on John's update. Now, because we're opening up another document, it's going to give us the warning about it. You can tell it not to show this warning again. I'm fine with it, so I'm just going to click OK. It's going to open up my Word document, and it takes me to John's update. So that's the nice thing about being able to take linked notes within Word or PowerPoint documents. You can click specifically within the document where you want the note to be. Linked within PowerPoint works exactly the same way. It's under the Review tab, and you click the Link Notes option. Let's go ahead and do linked notes within OneNote. I'm going to go to my Microsoft Notebook, going to go to my storage. Here I've got all my information about OneDrive, and I want to link it back to the document that I'm working on another page. So I'm going to come up to the Review tab and click Link Notes. Once I do that, it's going to do the exact same thing as it did within Word and Internet Explorer. It's going to open up on the right side of the page. On the left side, it's going to have OneNote, and then it's also going to ask me to select the location for the OneNote. So I'll come back into my another notebook, open projects, and I'm going to section 2 or project 2. I have OneNote, I'm going to say OK. I'm in my OneNote, and here's my link. Again, it gives me the thumbnail with the information about it, and it links me back to the page. So now if I close out of this, come down to my another notebook, my OneNote, click on the link, and it takes me back to that page. The last thing I want to show you is how to insert notes from the web. This is different than creating the links within OneNote. What this will do is it will send the page to OneNote so you can capture all of the information. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Tetris page, Internet Explorer. Now that I have my page open, I'm going to come up to the command bar, click on my double arrow, and click Send to OneNote. Now I'm getting a warning from my Internet Explorer security that a website wants to open web content using this program on my computer, and it's showing that the program is Microsoft Office. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to allow it. It's going to bring up the select location in OneNote, asking me exactly where I want to put the page. So I'm just going to come down to another Open Projects, Project 2, and say OK. And here's my page with all my working links. You can see it named it 5 Fun Facts About Tetris, which was the name of the page. So it's a great way to get information from the web stored in OneNote if you want to keep all the links intact. Those are 5 different ways that you can take notes within OneNote. You've got the obvious, typing your notes, handwriting your notes, recording audio or video notes, taking linked notes from other programs such as Internet Explorer, Word 2016, PowerPoint 2016, and OneNote 2016. And then you can also insert the web page within your notes.